Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate that, and I also appreciate the opportunity that we have in this body to be able to come before the American people and talk about issues of the day that impact all of us. And we're talking about one today, and it's really dealing more than anything with the economy and the problems that we're having with job creation. And what we want to do in this economy is make sure that everyone who's in the middle class has a chance and an opportunity for a job and for work and for employment. And it was really troubling because there was a story that came out recently that said that over half of all of the adults in the United States, over half, don't have a full-time job. That's what people need. We all know that people want to be self-supporting. They want to be able to support their families. But right now we have a real problem because too many adults don't even have a full-time job. For a lot of Americans who are watching tonight, a full-time job isn't even enough to be able to begin to pay for the bills, let alone put aside some money and save some money to pay for important things like maybe college for your children, maybe just even be able to save up and buy a car or pay off a few bills. People have lowered their expectations, Mr. Speaker, to a point that we haven't seen for a long, long time because people have just frankly gotten discouraged. They're discouraged now, and they don't know where the economy is going to lead. And in the midst of all of that, we're talking about new impediments that are coming to job creation, one of those being Obamacare. The fact that the President's health care law is coming into effect, the law says very clearly that the law is to come into effect and that the provisions of the law are to be followed by this upcoming next year in 2014. Well, we saw that the President of the United States unilaterally, effectively waved a magic wand, and as he's been wont to do lately, he is making laws and decrees really by press conference or by a press release or just by going to a microphone. And so no longer do the American people even know what law is or what the law says, because we presume when a law is passed that we're supposed to follow it. At least that's what the IRS tells us. If a law is passed, they tell us that they're supposed to enforce it. And so that's the expectation that people have, that they're supposed to follow the law. And yet the President of the United States said that he's going to put some of these provisions away so that people won't have to follow them. Well, I think our recommendation would be to the President, let's not follow any of Obamacare. Let's put it all in abeyance because, as we know, that one of the bill's chief authors, Senator Baucus, had said the bill is, in effect, a train wreck, and that's what's coming down the pike. So we know, according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, that Obamacare is the #1 reason, Mr. Speaker, why employers aren't creating jobs, another reason why the middle class is suffering. And so in the middle of all that, now we're hearing another layer of burden heaped on the middle class, and it's this. Now we hear from not only the President, but also from the Senate and some of our colleagues in the Senate on the Republican side, that what we need to do next is offer amnesty to millions of illegal aliens. And it isn't just a few million, Mr. Speaker. At minimum, we're looking at 11 million illegal aliens. In fact, Mr. Speaker, there are estimates that we will be allowing into this country, conservatively speaking, 33 million new illegal aliens into the United States in the next 10 years. That's more illegal aliens than we've allowed into the United States in the last 40 years. If we allow in 33 million new illegal aliens, Mr. Speaker, when we already have 24 million Americans who are without a job, we have 24 million Americans that are unemployed right now in this country. And we're looking through amnesty for illegal aliens at allowing in another 33 million. Where are those 24 million Americans supposed to go, Mr. Speaker, when they have to compete not only with the current population, but an additional 33 million? Well, if there's anything that we know, it is this. It is that amnesty costs a fortune. Conservatively speaking, we're looking at $6 trillion in cost, and of that $6 trillion, Nearly half of that amount is to go to pay out retirement benefits for illegal aliens. At the worst possible time, Mr. Speaker, when all of the baby boomers are looking at having to draw down what they've spent their life paying into Social Security, when millions of baby boomers are looking at drawing down what they've paid in to Medicare, now we're looking at potentially 33 million more illegal aliens coming into the United States, also competing for those benefits. But the difference is, Mr. Speaker, they haven't paid in to get those benefits out.